For some reason this year I'm not as organized as I was last year, so things are kind of cluttery. I'm usually tidier than this.
Marilyn Baronswig and her husband Michael have lived in Lakewood's tent city for 2 years. Michael is a former producer for public radio and a classically trained pianist. Marilyn used to be a textile designer in New York City, making over $100,000 a year until her job was outsourced to China. Like so many other jobless people, the unemployment checks she received couldn't even cover the rent. And for 4 months, the couple tried living with their daughter in a tiny apartment in Queens, New York. Marilyn says she regrets the move because it ended up tearing the family apart.
And just one day, everything kind of exploded, I guess. And to tell you the truth, looking back, I think we must have kind of not been happy there and not really realized it.
Marilyn says she never thought a tent in the woods would make her happy, but she's gotten used to the idea. You can understand that a lot of people don't understand the situation you're in and don't understand how bad it got for you, that this is appealing to you.
Yeah, it was a scary move to make, and yeah, I still have friends who are going, when are you going to face reality? We tried that. It's not going to work. I'm not going to get another job. I'm 61 years old. Who's going to hire me and train me at this stage in my life? And even if even if I did get hired, I wouldn't make enough to pay for rent. You know, the kind of job offers are $8.50 an hour, $10 an hour.
Fellow Tent City resident, 46-year-old Angelo Villanueva knows that reality all too well.
I've never been homeless and always had a place and always had a job. So everything was fine till this recession hit, which turns out to be worse than whatever I imagined.
Angelo is a skilled mason who worked construction jobs, bricklaying, for 2 decades. He was laid off from his $25 an hour job in 2008 when the ripples of the housing bubble hit Central Jersey. Today, he makes $8 an hour sorting recyclables for a waste management company. He says he'll be ready for a better job in construction when one opens up.
Keeps me in shape for when I do get a masonry job.
Of all the residents we met in Tent City, Angelo was the only one whose tent has a door with a lock. He says it helps reduce his stress level, that it gives him peace of mind. Do you feel stressed living here?
Not just here, just in the predicament and situation I'm in. I'm faced with stress all the time. You know, it's not your everyday living quarters, you know. You got to burn the fire for the wood, to keep the water warm, to take a shower. You know, it's cold at night, so you got to use propane to stay warm. It is hard, it's stressful. You know, but you got to keep bouncing back.